Hey guys, it's Kyle. How's it going? Does anyone else go on Twitter or X or whatever, any social media? And there's like the dead internet theory out there where it's like, oh, the internet's all bots, videos are made by bots, posts are made by bots, they're responded to by bots, they're liked by bots. It's kind of like a funny thought exercise, like, oh, it's definitely not fully true, but there's something to be said for percentages. I feel like it's higher than we think. But I go on Twitter, and I can't help but notice. I feel like so much of it is just someone has a point of view. They make bots to push this point of view. And then they have other bots that comment on that point of view, upvoting it, cheering it. So it seems like a lot of people are agreeing with it. But a lot of these things are crazy. And I think I keep getting pushed more of them because I click on it. I'm like, no way someone thinks this. So I give it a click. And the algorithm's like, this guy fucking eats this stuff up. They keep sending it more my way. No, I don't want this. It's crazy. And I started thinking about it. And I realize, if I have a point of view that I feel extremely strongly about, and I want to influence the world to make a change, the number one thing I would do is I would assess and I would say, okay, well, I need tons of leverage, and I need to make as big of an impression as possible. And what better way than through code, the ultimate form of leverage. So just thinking from first principles, what I would do is I would create bots, a network of bots. I would post pro my viewpoint with as real of accounts as I could make it look. And I would have other bots like, comment, call the other opposing side dumb, which I see a lot. It's like, oh, the other side is so dumb, because then people are automatically going to see that, and everyone thinks they're smart, right? It's like it's a human thing. Everyone's like, well, I'm so smart. Everyone's so proud of the fact that they're smart. So everyone's going to see other sides dumb. They're going, well, I'm not dumb. And there's all these people agreeing with it. And that kind of gets into psychology a little bit. And you see all these other people agreeing with it. All kinds. Girls, guys, young, old. So this is obviously a very popular viewpoint. Maybe I should think this way. And when you see the 50th post like that and 50 comments on each of them, you start to believe it quite a lot. So when I see this on X and on these platforms, and I know some people are like, oh, that's so obvious. Like, of course that's happening. But what makes it so obviously true to me, and how I can almost fully confirm it's happening, and I think it's way worse than people think, is I ask myself, what would I do if I wanted outsized influence on a certain thing? And I would do exactly that. If I felt strong enough about something, and I really wanted to push it, that is exactly what I would do. And that's all the proof I need, knowing that I would come to that conclusion on my own, that it is definitely happening. There's no way other people don't go through that exact thought process that I just did. And I don't think most people, I know it's like a funny ha-ha, like, oh, this person got tricked by bots. I think it plays a much bigger role than people are giving it credit for. I think it's a fewfold. I think, first of all, there's a very small age range that can tell when something is bot propaganda versus non-bot propaganda. So already we're at like 25% of the population. Now this population is going to be overrepresented on these apps, so it's probably 40-50% of the apps are in that range that can tell. But then I also, sad reality, it's going to be a bit of an IQ test. Below a certain IQ threshold, people are just not going to be able to notice. It's just a reality situation. It's sad. It is what it is. But there's other things at play. It's not just the IQ. It's also how easily influenced someone is. Whether maybe they've followed a certain ideology their whole life and they've been kind of trained to just follow orders and agree, kind of a thing. And how agreeable someone is, how much critical thinking someone has. And I think that when you get down to the actual numbers, I sadly think it's most people, even the people that can detect it, it still plays a big role subconsciously. I don't know. This is just something I'm a little interested by. I think it'd be really cool to do research on this sort of thing. Because I think it's worse than people think. And if you actually go and you look at these accounts and you click on them and you look through them, man, it's pretty obvious. And how many people are doing this? I mean, if you're a person, an organization, a country, and you want maximum influence, you can spend a very small amount of money to code up bots to do this thing. So you can get asymmetric influence with very little capital. I mean, what more proof do you need? What more proof do you need? It's right there. It's so on the nose. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? It's just, I had to talk about it. It's so rampant. And everyone wants to feel smart. That's the thing. It's the bots that are calling people that disagree with it dumb. You know someone, whoever is doing it, has done some serious research and noticed that that is the big thing in changing people's minds. I really think that's what it is. Anyway, I'm just ranting here. What does everyone think here? I can't be the only one that dives into this, scrolls, that clicks on them because you're like, that's fucking crazy. I want to click and see what the hell this shit's talking about. And then the algorithm's like, damn, he eats this shit up. We got him fully in. Like, but then in reality, I'm just clicking on it because I think it's fucking insane. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Peace.